First place I slept was in Plain Street. There's a church there, Catholic church. I ended up having to move from there to the Gardens because I don't know, Gardens felt safer. My name is Kumasam Daga. I'm originally from Western Cape. I had to move out due to my mom losing a job and then me having to drop out of college in Boston and then ended up on the streets. Mostly the people I was around with were on drugs, so the narrative, the negativity and the whole structure of communication is very negative. So for me, that kind of ate out of me. So it was kind of like, ugh. So yeah, I had to box myself. And you have to have a face which kind of, you have to be like, you know, because you're looking at somebody and I'm like, what? So you normally have that face where what the fuck are you looking at? At one point, you're sitting and you're looking at people that are walking around like the goddess is, you know, a walk off. So like you'd see people in their relationship and then you also kind of miss that, and then you see a family and you kind of think to yourself like that's what goes through to every homeless person out there. And then you think of yourself and you kind of ask yourself what happened to your life and why is it that you're not happy and what, so you were in that happy space, but now it's like you're outside even more. Even laughing is not doable, which is mostly what frustrated me. So few would you find when we just happy laughing that doesn't either you're laughing because somebody got hurt or people perceive you by your look. And so mainly a person looking like not washed and whatnot, you assume that you're a thief. You either gonna be begging or you're all this negative minority instead of just being a human. I did that sketch show for Michelle. So that was my first sketch, which actually became an outlet because I was very stressed out. Getting so much negativity and you're negative towards yourself, so it becomes turmoil. I just needed color, to see color, because everything already was black and white. So that's where color kind of came into the portraits. I got the guys from around who usually do mining, and that's like scratching to the bins to find whatever items that I resell, but then they'll normally pass through the gardens and look through the trash that I picked up into the trash bins and then see what they can sell or not. So that's where I got the pastels.
Got to see Tuma every day. She was sitting on the bench, drawing.
Met a woman named Sarah, so she was jogging through the gardens. I met her a year before we again saw each other.
So I met Tuma when I was on a jog in the gardens. I live very nearby the gardens, and I often walk through there or finish up my run in the afternoon through there, and I noticed a young woman sitting and drawing.
She saw two of my pictures that I had laid down. I was busy. I just finished drawing on, and then she kind of came and asked if it was my work.
And I started stopping to chat to her, and the conversations got longer, and it became a friendship over a few months.
Then she came looking for me, and then she wanted to start a friendship.
So what attracted me to her pictures was, I think the first element was because I photograph a lot of portraits, and so there was immediately that common link between the two of us.
And then she kind of introduced me to blogging, and then we did some and that's where I started to do a whole blogging.
She became much more positive about the outlook and started thinking long term, which was really great, because I mean, being homeless is really depressing, and it's hard to think far in the future.
I can't see myself in 10 years, I'm sorry.
And then suddenly it was just crazy. I felt like a secretary. There were just so many emails and calls coming in. It was really great, like a lot of support from all over.
She's got the chance in life, to become someone.
They met up with Uma. She was very keen, and then it all kind of happened from there.
I'm at school doing a first year in fine arts. I've enjoyed learning the different mediums, and I'm still enjoying Good Prowse. It's a good school. Staying in observatory, so I still do go to the gardens, but I feel free drawing there. It's very, because I've slept over the past 4 years, so it's kind of like it's been my home for 4 years. So narratively, I just go back and I see people that I've befriended, like Ronnie and Michelle, and this 4 years that I spent on the street, but that 4 years have an effect. I'd say that's much I've now come to experience more. I don't know how and how that happened. That it's imprinted itself within me and my character and who I am.
She'll become a very, very talented woman one day. But I think she just needs that gap, that opportunity where she can get a bigger opportunity. And I know for a fact that one day that door is going to be open for her because she's got what it takes.
I don't even know how a person gets into a gallery in Cape Town. They're so exclusive. This was the first time going to a gallery, like hopping with you guys. Art means love, peace, and faith. I do inspire to exhibit one day.
I don't know how she does it, but for her, it just comes naturally. She just sits there and her hand goes in it. And I look at it and I think to myself, and she just hums away and carries on drawing.
She has a really distinct use of colour, which is very unusual, and really expressive strokes. And she manages to capture something about the person, even if she doesn't know the person well. Someone that she sees walking past her over and over again.
My inspiration comes from life and people.